Hello, hello. Thank you for joining our presentation and taking just a couple of minutes out of your day to learn a little bit more about Life Advisor Pro. We're going to be brief, but I'm also going to be thorough. And I really want to help you guys understand what truly separates our system from any other system and what makes our exclusive leads, hands down, the best in the business. All right, before we get into the system and how it works, because we're going to show you all of that, I want to help you explain how we got to this place and why we developed our system the way that we did. What we found over the years working with agents is that there's a vicious 80-20 cycle that agents seem to be stuck in today. The fact of the matter is most agents are spending about 80% of their day chasing prospects around, following up, trying to find somebody that's interested that they can quote, bind, and sell. And only about 20% of their day are actually spent in selling activities, quoting, binding, or selling. In order to be successful and to grow in this hyper competitive market, that has to be reversed. You have to be spending 80% of your day in sales activities, quoting, binding, and selling, and you should only spend about 20% of your day prospecting and looking for new business and follows up. So we're going to show you how we're going to accomplish that with our system, because that's really the catalyst from which we were built upon. The fact about traditional internet leads that you've probably already well aware of is that traditional internet leads aren't in real time. Right? That means they're sitting in a database somewhere, and once you sign up, they start sending you leads, however many that you buy a day. So that means the customer didn't just interact, and that's oftentimes why you'll call a customer and they have no idea how you got their information or why you're calling them, because that could have been done a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago. You have no idea when it was done. So a lot of times you're probably scratching your head wondering, well, of course you know why I'm calling, you filled it out. Well, they may have done that a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and people just don't remember, right? Traditional leads aren't truly exclusive. Even if you're paying a premium for exclusive leads, that doesn't mean that that lead has never been distributed before, and it doesn't mean that it won't be distributed again to somebody else. It just means that it's exclusive for that particular distribution, okay? Your team is wasting 80% of their day chasing people down that aren't even interested in speaking with them, while only 20% of the day is spent quoting, binding, or selling. There's no validation from your leads. In other words, you have no idea where the lead came from. There's no transparency to see the marketing, the landing pages, what was targeted, or how the lead was generated. And there's certainly no accountability from your lead provider. There's no way to know where the leads came from or why you should even be calling them, how to lead into that conversation. There's no pipeline or consistent prospecting happening. All you do is you get a lead and they say their job is done as a lead provider. At Life Advisor Pro, we do things entirely different. We're so much more than just a lead provider. We not only provide leads, but we provide automation, automatic follow-ups, email campaigns. It's all included in our package. We have a custom-built website that comes with every single system that we sell, and we're truly transparent so you can see everything that's going on. Our leads are truly exclusive. That means we don't have a database of leads. We're not a database warehouse where we're just sending out consumer data to people and calling those leads. These are truly exclusive leads. That means they only go to you, they've only ever been to you, and we're not housing that data to resell it again at some other point. And we use a point-based lead system analyzing real-time interactions from prospects to develop a lead score and help you not only determine who your leads are, but which leads are the highest priority based on their lead score, and which ones you need to call first versus which ones you can call second. So we segment the leads based on their point score, and their point score is developed based on watching their interactions through the marketing sequence that we're putting them through. We cultivate and educate high value targeted prospects over time. Life Advisor Pro will analyze the behaviors throughout the marketing campaign and throughout their shopping journey to develop a unique lead score for each and every prospect. This gives you insight as to who's interested, to what degree they're interested in, when they're interested, and the probability of their closing. Our targeted approach uses 1,800 data points to identify the top 3% of ideal prospects in your market that are ready to buy. High value, high intent, and highly targeted leads. That's the only thing that we do, and we're the best in the business at doing it. I want to show you search-based versus our disruptive value-driven strategy. So search-based marketing is what 9 out of 10 lead providers are doing. What that means is they're simply searching they're targeting people's keywords and certain search behaviors online. So if somebody goes in and types in, life insurance near me, or compare life insurance policies, or compare life insurance quotes. They're targeting those types of keywords, and there's nothing wrong with that per se. But what our research found and has found, and what the data shows, is that by the time somebody's at that point in the buying cycle, they're purely interested in price. They've often already done their searching and their due diligence, and they've decided mentally what it is that they want, and they're going to look for that at the best price. They're not looking for a conversation. They're not looking for an industry expert to help guide them into the solution. In their mind, they already have it. So by contrast, what we do is, you can see our kind of one of our marketing maps here. We cultivate leads over time. We find the targeted prospects that you're looking for. First and foremost, who are we looking for? Age, gender, geography. We're going to go into more of the filters here in a minute. But first, we find the ideal prospect. Then what we do is we kick off our marketing campaigns and we cultivate them. We help them understand the value of insurance, the value of doing business with you, the value of the policies, the solutions that you're able to provide, the problems that they may be facing, and we articulate how your products and services are going to be the solution to that very specific problem. We use over 150 different targeting filters to choose from. These are truly exclusive, real-time leads, real-time delivery. That means they're not sitting there for days before you finally get it. And our disruptive strategy has proven to work and convert at 10 times higher rates than your traditional search-based strategies. The power is in the transparency of our process. I don't think you'll find this with any other lead provider. What makes Life Advisor Pro different than traditional lead sources is that we're a data-driven lead generation strategy, right? We utilize dozens of top data partners, machine learning, artificial intelligence algorithms, and data analysis of over more than 1.4 million consumers that have made it through these funnels in the past. Transparent marketing with 100% validation of every single lead. So you're able to see every piece of marketing that goes out. You're able to approve that before we even start the campaigns. You're able to see exactly what the customers are doing, what links they've clicked on when they've gone to the website, what pages on the website they looked at, what forms they filled out, what marketing they saw to get them there, what emails they opened up, the follow-up sequence. It's all transparent, so you can see exactly how that lead was generated. And there's no question as to whether or not this prospect is truly interested in speaking with you. We've got a lead scoring algorithm, which is my favorite part of this system, with pinpoint accuracy to eliminate wasted time on leads. So instead of you getting leads and trying to figure out which one's interested today versus which one might be interested next week or next month, our lead score does that for you. We're able to analyze their behaviors, and we can segment and give them points based on their interactions to show you which leads have the highest priority and have the highest probability of closing right now. So you can spend your time on the phone with the leads that matter most today. Meanwhile, our system is continuing to cultivate those leads. So once we deliver a lead, our job doesn't stop. We continue cultivating that lead, educating that lead, following up with that lead for you. And they have no idea that it's actually a software that's following up with them. It looks like it's all coming from you. Everything can be custom branded to your agency. And listen, if you're in a captive situation and you have compliance and you say, I can't do that, that's okay. We also have a solution for captives that is 100% compliant with everything that you do, and will keep you out of compliance, the compliance spider web, for lack of a better term. You can use this with current customer data as well. So if you have a database that you're kind of manually following up with or mailing, this system is perfect for that. People that you've quoted in the past, or even other lead providers, you can actually use our system to drop other lead providers and other lead sources into it, and have our lead scoring system work for those leads as well, and tell you which ones are actually good and worth calling. We're able to, we derive data from some of the top providers in the industry, like JD Power, Insurance Journal, Forrester's, ComScore, Facebook, Insurance Business, Statista, and much more, to develop the algorithms that are sophisticated, and they're running behind the scenes, driving the entire engine. All of this is done on autopilot, by the way. You don't have to build anything. You don't have to learn another system. This is all going on behind the scenes. And I just want to help you understand how our leads are different and why our process is different. We're not just selling you leads, telling you they're different. I'm helping you understand why our system is so much more advanced than anything else out there. The days of form-filled leads are gone. Listen, guys, we've done this for 6 years, and we've been able to analyze millions of leads. And what we found is that people filling out forms today aren't always interested. A lot of them are just curious. They just want more information. So we had to distinguish a way, we had to develop a way to distinguish the difference between somebody that's curious and somebody that's interested. And that's where that lead scoring system comes in. We want to filter out, and our system will automatically filter out people that are not interested in talking with you before you ever get it. By the time you get a lead, this individual has been cultivated, has interacted multiple times before it ever gets to you, so that we can ensure that we get rid of the people who, oh, I didn't know what this was, or I thought it was something else, or I was just curious. We are able to eliminate those before they ever get to you. Cultivation and education and automation are at the core of our strategy, and everything can be completely customized to your brand. If you don't have a brand, you don't have a logo, we will even build and customize a brand specific for you, and that's all included in our service. Here's some of the data points that we're looking at. We can identify the exact prospects that your underwriters are looking for. High value and high intent equals higher conversions. So here's just some of the filters: age, gender, household income, marital status, parental status, whether they're newlyweds or not, occupation, maybe they've just moved into the area, so we can look at life events like new jobs, new moves, all of these interest categories. We can look at home and mortgages, what types of home they live in, whether they're a homeowner or a renter, the value of their home. We can look at mortgage information with what kind of loan they might have, how much down they put on the loan. We can look at credit rating. Almost nobody in this industry has credit-based targeting. We also can look at vehicles and insurance policies that they might hold, carriers that they might be at. All of this is part of our targeting system that we're able to use. And understanding today's consumers is extremely important. We use extensive research and experience of analyzing 1.4 million people that have made it through this process during our beta test as we developed out the marketing campaigns that have been proven to work. We also analyze over 12 million impressions every month to make sure that we're using the most up-to-date and accurate data points, as well as the targeting and workflows. We've got the data integrations with top firms and over 300 agency owners using this system right now. So what you'll find in any market, that there's about 30% of people who aren't interested at all. There's another 30% that think that they're not interested, but maybe they are if given new information. That's where the cultivation comes into play. Some people are not thinking about it, they're indifferent. You've got about 7 people that are open to a conversation and not looking, and 3% that are ready to purchase. This is the area that we play in. So we're able to identify who's interested in having a conversation, and that's where we're able to segment with that point value of, here's who's willing to have a conversation with you, and here's who's ready to buy. So you can focus on this top 3% while we're cultivating and have identified the top 7%. As you've worked through these, we're continuing to push that 7% up to the 3%. All of it's happening in the background on autopilot. We also have data, shopping data, so that you can understand best practices of how to work the leads. We also provide scripts for you. We understand that 30% of leads that come through are going to purchase in the next 24 hours. You also have the next 30% that are going to purchase within a day to a week. And then you've got between 1 and 2 weeks is the next 24%. So we're able to identify, and the problem is most companies cannot identify where in this buying process your leads are. And so what ends up happening is you're calling people that are more than 4 weeks out, that are 2 to 4 weeks out, that are a week out. Meanwhile, you're missing the person that's interested today because you're wasting time with somebody who's not interested for another 4 weeks. That's where that score becomes super powerful, and why agents have such high levels of success with our system. Let's look at some actual client results. Here's a client that closed $46,707 in new business premium in just 14 days using our system. This individual actually brought 2,500 prospects that they were kind of manually calling through out of their database. We're able to put that prospect list into the system, and we were able to generate over $46,000 of premium on autopilot. Listen, guys, this system has no contracts. We have no minimum term requirements. Our system is set up to prospect your leads on autopilot. We're also able to generate new exclusive leads. Maybe you don't have a database. We're able to target brand new people that you've never marketed to before, that fit your demographic criteria, and we're able to use a performance-based pricing model so that you only pay for the leads that we generate. All right, you're not paying for the system, you're not paying for the website, it's all included. For less than the price of an exclusive lead anywhere else, you're able to get all of this system included, turnkey, ready to deliver in just a few days. Guys, I want to encourage you, go learn more about our system at lifeadvisorpro.com. Click on the link there to schedule a time with us. We'd love to have a conversation with you and do a quick demo and show you the system and show you how other agents are having success with this system so that you can take your business to the next level.